Hello everyone, welcome back to Namma Laex Bengaluru presents current issue of the day. In today's episode, we'll discuss budget, Union Budget 2026 and 2027. So in today's discussion, we'll discuss key highlights. Before that, we'll discuss some basics about budget. Okay, every aspirant should know about the basics of budgets. So this year's budget is being dubbed as budget of big dreams. Budget of big dreams. Okay, so let us understand few basics. What is this? There is no mention of budget in Indian Constitution. What is it in fact called as? It is called as annual financial statement, which is mentioned under Article 112. Very important from prelims perspective. Okay, so what does it show? It shows estimated receipts. Estimated receipts in the sense income. Estimated receipts is nothing but income. And then it also shows estimated expenditure. That is the spending that can be incurred in the next year, that is from 1st April to 31st March. Okay, this is what it contains, and it is prepared by Ministry of Finance, especially the Department of Economic Affairs, and it is presented by Union Finance Minister, that is Nirmala Sitharaman, in front of the Parliament, and first time it should be first presented in Lok Sabha. Okay, and it is presented every year on the 1st February. Okay, and what is the process of budget? The process of budget is budget is presented, and then it is followed by general discussion, and after that demand for grants are put for voting, and then there will be two bills. One is appropriation bill. What does it do? It authorizes the spending for the next year, appropriation bill, and then it is financial bill. It is the major chunk of budget will be in financial bill, which is also a money bill, such as tax changes, etc., will be considered as a financial bill, which will be nothing but money bill under Article 110. So this is the basics about budget. So let us discuss what is so good about this year's budget. Why is it called as budget of big dreams? So this is straight from the My Government website, My Government Instagram page. So these are very important points that you should know. Budget updates you should not miss. Okay, so let us not miss important budget updates. So first is the budget of big dreams. One of the major important thing is post Operation Sindoor, the government has realized that there has to be more investment and spending in the defense. As a result, defense gets massive boost. Defense gets massive massive boost. So Ministry of Defense budget has increased from 2.53 lakh crore in 2013-14 to 7.84 lakh crore in 2016-2017. So which is almost an increase of 209%. Okay, defense is getting a very big boost. And then in terms of capital expenditure source, that is expenditure spent on creation of assets, that is capital expenditure, which is actually the hallmark of development of any economy. Okay, it shows how much of money that is being spent on capital expenditure, shows how much of asset a country is going to create or economy is going to create. Okay, so it is 12.2 lakh crore rupees. Okay, capital expenditure has increased from 2.29 lakh crore to 12.2 lakh crores, which is almost an increase of 430% in the last 10 years. Okay, and what are the important words, important points? What are the important numbers? Second is the budget of big dreams gives a very big boost to education. Big boost to education. What are the big boost? That is 5 university townships. 5 university townships with the planned academic zones have been designated. And AVGC labs in 15,000 schools and 500 colleges. So that not only the education is given, but also practical knowledge is imparted. Okay, and new National Institute of Design in the Eastern India, STEM push with the 1 girls hostel in every district, and 4 major astrophysics facilities to be upgraded. So it is indeed a big boost to education, especially in technical education such as STEM, STEM and astrophysics. And then if you are trying to travel abroad, it is the best time for you, because foreign travel became cheaper. How you say? That is TCS rate on overseas tour package has been reduced from 5 to 20% to just 2%. Okay, so TCS has been reduced from 5 to 20% to just 2%. So now the foreign travel becomes very cheap. Next, tax reforms for the ease of living and reducing litigation. So again, to improve the life of an individual, new income tax act from the 1st April 2026 has been brought in this particular budget, which brings simpler laws, cleaner forms, easier compliance, also lower TCS on education and healthcare abroad rate have been cut from 5 to 2% or 20 to 2% under LRS. Okay. Also from 15G or 15H goes fully digital. That is NSDL and CDSL to directly accept and share forms, which is a big relief for senior citizens. That is one time foreign asset disclosure window has been given, which is almost 6 months, and for students and young professionals and NRIs to ease compliance and reduce litigation. Okay, so aim of this particular tax reform is to reduce litigation so that it makes the living very easier and also reduces litigation after litigation in the courts, to reduce the burden on courts as well. Next, budget of big dreams announces 7 high-speed rail corridors across India. So corridors are, first one is Mumbai to Pune, second is Pune to Hyderabad, third is Hyderabad to Bangalore, then Hyderabad to Chennai, then Chennai to Bengaluru, Delhi to Varanasi, and Varanasi to a very important place, that is Chicken Neck Corridor, Siliguri Corridor. Okay, so these are important rail corridors which are aimed at improving the connectivity. Next, next is very important, laying the groundwork for rare earth leadership. So under the new budget, what happened here is rare earth corridors have been set up. Rare earth corridors across Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Kanyakumari region. Okay, very important again. So these are the regions where it was found most number of monazite, which is very important for mining rare earth materials. And also this rare earth is very important in the 21st century, because 21st century is going to be dependent on the deep technology, which in turn is dependent on rare earth minerals or rare earth metals. Okay. Next, customs duty is scrapped on life-saving drugs. Okay, customs duty exemption has been granted for 17 cancer treatment drugs and medicines used for 7 rare diseases, which makes these drugs cheaper, which makes these drugs very cheaper, which is going to help in improving the health of Indian citizens. Very important again. Next, what is the important thing? Next is empowering Annadata. Who is our Annadata? That is the farmers. So what is there in this budget for farmers? Enriching Bharat, that is 500 reservoirs and Amrit Sarovars to boost fisheries, animal husbandry, entrepreneurship for rural jobs. Next is coconut mission to support 3 crore people, including the 1 crore farmers as well. And then Indian cashew and cocoa as a global premium brands by 2030. Very important. India has lots of potential in branding our goods, but we fail to do so. So the aim is here to brand Indian agricultural goods. Okay. Next is restoring India's sandalwood ecosystem. Very important. Mysore sandalwood, very famous Mysore sandal soap, etc., etc. So they want to restore India's sandalwood ecosystem. Next is Bharat Vistar. What is it? It is an AI advisories for smarter, safer farming. This is how new budget is integrating artificial intelligence or high-end technologies in farming. Okay, so budgeting or planning goes digital. What else is there? Next, for women, there will be she marts. She marts will turn rural women into entrepreneurs. Marts, we all know the marts. So here these marts will be specifically for women produced goods. Okay, in these marts they will only sell women produced goods. So they promote rural women entrepreneurs. So community owned retail outlets which is run through self-help group cluster federations, will give women-led products an assured market, so income doesn't depend on only loans or local sales. Normally what used to happen is, with respect to SSG and the women goods, was there was a lack of promotion and lack of marketing and also lack of access to market. So in order to provide access to market, we have marts. In order to promote marketing, we have provided an assured market as well, so that the income of women is not only dependent on loans but also dependent on their own growth. Next, as I told you, big push to education, 5 university townships with a planned academic zones as well. So I'll discuss those when we talk about what happened with the budget for different states. In that we'll cover all these things. What is the gift of budget for different states? Next I'll be making another video on this one, because in one video covering budget is a very huge task. So today we'll discuss only the important aspects of budget and how, like, these are the important aspects. As a result, these are published by my government website. Next is big push for healthcare infrastructure. As I told you, 5 regional medical hubs for advanced treatment, research and boosting medical tourism at lower cost. Again, a very important aspect. Next, giving major push to become global data hub. Very, very, very important. Very, very important. So union budget has announced tax holiday till 2047 for foreign cloud service providers that set up and run data centers in Indian provided. Okay, so any company from outside brings and sets up a data center in India, then they have tax holiday, meaning they will not be taxed till 2047. So this brings lots of investment into data centers in India, which is going to make or promote what is called as data localization. Now all the data of Indians will stay in India only. They don't need to go out of India because they have been provided with tax havens. So these are important aspects of union budget. In the next video, we'll discuss what is the contribution of budget to different sectors, and also what is the contribution of budget to different states, and also how this particular budget is focusing on welfare. All these will be covered in next video. If you like the video, if you like the effort, then please hit the like button, comment on it, and also share with your friends so that they can also get the benefits out of this. With this, I will be ending the video. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.